said, I don't think it says that. It says John, but I think it says something like please don't, or don't please, or something like that. I can't remember which words he said. But whatever words he said, I went back, Angie, and I thought, let's just listen 3 or 4 times and see if I can imagine these words, pareidolia it into those words. So if you like, reverse pareidolia. And I thought, well, hopefully you can hear me. And I thought, can we reverse pareidolia it? So let me just put me on. I'm gonna go in on my account, my other account. Always nice to come in on another account. So Baron Byron's going to be joining us. Hello there. So yeah, I thought about this. So yeah, we get that one on there, and I thought, what Stu thought that said on. Hello there, everybody. Hello, Tina. Hello, Flossie. What Stu heard wasn't John fuck off. It was something like John, please don't, or something like that. And I thought the syllables and the sound could have actually matched what he said. But of course, John was John, Of course, John could come out of a radio at any point. So debunkers are going to say John is John, isn't it? It's from the radio. But the 2 words after, they weren't radio words, were they? And that whatever it is, whatever we could fit into it appeared to be words that would have meant, I don't want you doing this, which is really weird. I mean, both sets of words, completely different words, but they both fitted in what we were talking about. And I remember thinking when I went back to his live and I says, yeah, it does fit, Stu. It really does. But the likelihood of these things fitting, and both of them being like, you're not supposed to be here, we don't want you here, don't go away. Very much a coincidence, isn't it? Very much coincidence. And it, you can imagine the people, the debunkers thinking, no, that's all coincidence. It's the last bit's pareidolia, and the first bit, well, John comes, it's everywhere, isn't it? And then I take Tina's now. I hope Tina's had gone back and had a look at that video. Because Tina's was interesting, because we'd just done a reading for Tina, and I think it was one where there was only Tina in. And we asked for the name of the boy, and I didn't hear it. And it was on the SB7. Now, hello there, Sasha. It said Michael, right? It said Michael, as clear as day. But it was... it was Michael, as clear as day. I'm going to have to go back into that one, aren't I? And let me grab the thing. So what happened in this video is, as I talk while I go back into it, is I'm going to grab the link. Is that I asked for the boy to come forward, and sure enough, I heard nothing, absolutely nothing. Now, that's the link to it, right? So if you play that right at the end, after I've given up and I'm about to turn off everything, you hear a little faint voice go, Michael. Now, that's a kid's voice for one start. Not many kids on radio. Of course, they could be saying his name. I'm Michael, on radio. But it wasn't really a radio voice. Now, if you don't know, radio runs 10 seconds behind the actual transmission, so that the sound team can stop people from swearing online on the radio, but they can also tweak the sound in that 10 seconds to make sure it goes out in a radio voice. So a child's voice will be lifted in volume. It will be cleaned up so that it sounds more clear. That sound was not cleaned up, and it wasn't raised in volume. It was really quiet. So quiet, I didn't hear it until I went back. Oh, Angie, I did say hello. I said hello right at the beginning. I did. I said if you we're going to open up because I said if we're going to open up mods at some point soon. So we may be asking some of the people to mod for us. You know, it was a tough time, wasn't it? So we're sort of doing that again. So going back. So sorry if you didn't hear. I really did. I hope I did. I think I did. So yeah, I can hear something, but I can't figure out what it says. It says Michael. Absolutely, 110% says Michael. It's a Michael. Listen to it. It's literally Michael. And but the thing is, it's really quiet. That's what I was on about. Yeah, that's not radio voices. And one of the things I was wondering, I wonder what it is they can say and what it is they're allowed to say. Which one was it now? Someone came on here and yeah, someone said, yeah, but you know, it wasn't Flossie, was it? No, I can't remember who it was. We did one, and we had it was Kaloa's live. So Kaloa, we did one for Kaloa, and we were, and hi Sasha and hi Flossie. I don't want to miss anybody now. Hi Angie again. Tina. We went. She said, "Well, we've got your brother." And he says something, and then the mum came along and said, "No, shush! You're not allowed to say that." You know, and it was almost like it was definitely. It sounded like one was telling the other not to say anything because you're not allowed to say that to people on Earth. You know, and I wonder when we're going through when I'm going through that graveyard, I'm thinking, when I thought it swore, I'm thinking, yeah, but this is consecrated ground. It should be really well consecrated. It should have lots and lots of good spirits in it, and no others, because it's consecrated, isn't it? It shouldn't have ghosts swearing at me. Angie, Tina. If anybody wants to keep a list, then you can do for me. Angie, Tina, Flossie. We're going to do 10. Angie, Tina, Flossie, Angie, Tina, Flossie. That's it, isn't it? Oh, that's okay. So it's all about the words that come out and what is it they're not allowed. So when I heard that, I'm thinking that's a bit odd. And when she's back again, she's been listening to it. When I heard Stu say, actually, I don't think it swore at you. I think it said something like, you know, please don't or something. And I went back, like, that does fit. I can now take it as being, actually, that would fit, and it would mean consecrated ground. It was actually probably a good spirit thinking, I'd rather you not be doing that, or I don't hear Michael. Yeah, you do hear that thing after I've finished speaking, though, don't you? The one word after I finish speaking and it turns off. And he's like, yeah, if anybody's got an idea, if anybody wants to go and have a quick listen to it, or listen to it later, drop a comment on it and see what you think. Yeah, so if you can't hear it, say that you can't hear, you know, type that you can't hear anything on it. Sounds like yup. So let me go back to I want to play it now. I don't think. Oh, it's the boy. Yeah, I want the boy forward. No, Michael. Yeah, it's when no. Yeah, so it's when I say I want the boy forward. No, and then I look at the box to turn it off, and as I'm turning it off, it goes Michael. There's 2 digits to it. Um, there's 2 bits, so it's like Michael. So have a listen and see what you think, guys. But it does make me think. I wonder what they can say, and I wonder what they can't say. But whatever it is, Albert won't tell me that they're not allowed to say it. Let me just put the air conditioning on. It's absolutely sweltering in here. It's Sasha. Yes, Sasha. Welcome in. So yeah, I if you can hear the noise in the background now, it's the air conditioning. It's been 94 here all day. 94. It's now nearly 7 o'clock at night, and it's about 92, 93. Please. And nearly 55% humidity, which isn't as bad as some places in America. But yeah, it's Hi Sasha. But pump air conditioning, posh kit. No, I've actually. My daughter does a grooming salon for dogs. It just through there, and I've brought it in from the grooming salon. So don't tell the daughter, but I've nicked her air conditioning. So we're good. Posh git indeed. I hear one voice say yup, and then another say Alan Lines. I could do with the audio. Oh, yeah, we could do, couldn't we? Yeah, right at the end when I say I want the boy forward, and I go no, and I look at the box and turn it off. But between looking at the box and turning it off, I get that something. It's 2 digits. It is 2 digits. I thought it was like Michael, but I'd be interested to see what other people hear. I will do that though. I think that's a good idea. We'll do that. We've got Sasha Pomp, Flossie's up there, Chloe, welcome in, Chloe. And I just looked and thought, yeah, we'll have to slow it down because I think that's a good idea. You can ask anything. This is just a chat. Anybody wants to ask a question, absolutely. What would you like to ask about tarot cards? A tarot card. Ooh, very good. Go on then. There's definitely at least 2 syllables. Yes, Flossie, there is. There's 2 syllables. I will say there's 2 syllables. That I can't deny. James Jewett could be a Michael. James M. Jewett could be. So yeah, I definitely get that there's 2 syllables there. Definitely. I got some when I went to the witch place yesterday. We got some more. There we are, some more. And it only cost me £1.90, £1.60 for that. £1.60. The one I paid a lot for was that, and so I paid more for this than I did that, and it's like, wow. So we've got our air conditioning on. I'm not gonna blast it for too long. It's a little bit noisy. So what was the question? Which card was? Is the tower always bad? No. I mean, put simply, no. The tower is. Let me turn this off. I can't be shouting over the air conditioning. And it's still 28 after the air conditioning. You see, the interesting thing about the tower is, crikey, it means something sudden, right? It means something sudden. Now, on some of my cards, I can't which which deck it is. I think it's one of these two decks. It's this deck here. There's two towers in here. There's a mental tower, and then there's the physical tower that's in the major arcana. Right. The main reason for the tower is, hello Anna, is something sudden. Something sudden is going to happen, and something sudden can be good, and it can be bad. But it's certainly something that's going to surprise you. Usually it is negative. However, if you get a good card, if you get two good cards on one on either side, it can mean completely different. It can mean something completely different. Seven of Pentacles. Let's have a look at the Seven of Pentacles, because I'm going to have a look. It means a legacy if it's under seven. It means something really good if it's a Seven of Pentacles. So you did ask, didn't you? You did ask. I'm going to find the Seven of Pentacles now. Let me find the Seven of Pentacles. Found the Six. Whew, crikey. So I'm dripping with that sweat here. I would have thought it was Seven of Cups, but never mind. So I'm just trying to find this card in this pack. It's going to be right at the bloody bottom, isn't it? Always. There's the tower. Right. So, is the tower always bad? Well, the tower is usually bad. It tends to be something sudden happening. Now, if you could suddenly win the lottery, you know, how's your spirit going to be saying that you're going to suddenly win the lottery? There's not many suddenly happenings in. There's two in that one. There's a mental tower in the other deck. However, this one has just one tower. This one, and it's that tower. You could suddenly win the lottery. Now, if you had the Wheel of Fortune after that, I'd be thinking, hell, it really is going to come out of the blue, isn't it? Upside down is a lessening. But if it's next to this one, this guy is walking through, and he just can't help but find money on the floor. You know, it's all about finding money, getting money. But like I said with the Wheel of Fortune, if that's next to that, then that's a sudden finding of money. So now these two are completely, these are great cards to have. If you get that next to that, then you've found somebody who's going to come into money, possibly a legacy, possibly, but it's definitely something that's going to come in and definitely positive. Yeah, it depends if it's Tower of London, the Blackfriars Tower, or the or Blackpool Tower. Yeah. So no. And what do I always tell people? If you're going to think about to fan myself with, it's bloody hot. I always say you sit down with your cards one by one, and you go through them with your spirit guide, and you decide what each one's going to mean. If you don't want that to mean bad things, if you don't want to be, you're going to follow the gypsy rule. You're not going to give bad news out at all, even if they want it. Then you can say to him, "I'm going to say this is sudden happening." But I'd prefer you to make it a good thing. We're on the border of Gosport. Gosport yesterday broke the record for the hottest June day on record. So we actually broke records yesterday with the hottest June day in the UK. Well done. I love it when they do that. Thank you, Spirit World. Yeah, you could have, bombed the Sears Tower. Yeah, I know it is. I'm fucking hot. I'm boiled. I'm not big, and I actually I'm not going to use those. By the way, it will be these over here. Yes, it's not. Well, yeah, no, it is disrespectful, but I'm too fucking hot. Oh, Bri, might break a leg. No, don't say things like that. The tower. Yes, the tower would be, if you were to break your leg, sudden, unexpected. That would be a tower moment. Doesn't mean it's completely bad. I mean, perhaps you break your leg and walk into that shop and buy the winning lottery ticket. You know, I don't know. But no, it really is. The weather. Yeah. Last night I was watching Max the Max channel on weather, and they were showing you early morning, so it must have been nearly midnight over there. Well, it must have been about 1 o'clock in Chicago, and just below Chicago there was flooding, and they've got this picture. They've got this picture of these crossroads. I think it was from there, and they got flooding along the road and cars plowing through the floods just south of. Just south of Chicago it was. So the weather is horrendous. And then this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I think Anna's going to be, putting. It's going to be one of those quick hide under the table for Anna this weekend, isn't it? Anna's right in the middle of some very odd storms and possible hurricane tornadoes. I think they just about miss you. I think they just go southwest of where you are. But yeah, lucky, no flooding in the basement. Oh God, I tell you what, it was halfway up the cars and they were still driving in it. It was absolutely manic. And they says, that car's just jumped a red light. I don't think he's bothered about the red light. I think he's bothered about the fact that the water's halfway up his door. He's just run a red light live on camera, live on YouTube. We see him. Yeah, right. Oh, Mama's first birthday. Is it really already? I can't believe it's gone so quick. Really gone that quick. But yeah, definitely. So yeah, we've got. Let's go topless like Tina. Oh dear. I don't think you'd want me to go topless. I think that would definitely put people off, wouldn't it? Even Leanne's in there. Even Leanne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got one left. One left. We've got one position left. So if anybody comes in and wants a reading, we've got one left. So if anybody wants one, we can put you in. We'll probably have 1 or 2 people say no. And I know Pomp sometimes says yes, but sometimes Pomp says no. We've put him on. It's Angie, Tina, Flossie, Sasha, Pomp, Chloe, Anna, Sarah, and Leanne. Yay. So yes, that's what we've got today. Yeah, we don't do that. With a capital M-E. Yeah, perhaps we should do it. Anybody who wants to read, put capitals M-E. I can't be doing with that. We're having some good. I've enjoyed it. I think I've enjoyed listening. You, thank you very much, Pomp. Dear, yes. So I sort of I've been thinking about all these words that come out of this box. Obviously, a lot of them are radio, but it's like the one we said about Tina then, and you think, I just don't. In fact, I think if we can get back, if we can get back on that one, yeah, let's open that up. Stop it. So I mean, just to be awkward. So what we did is we did this, and then just listen to the end. The boy. I want the boy forward. No? Yeah. Yeah? So I kept replaying that. And it's all like Mitel with a T. Mitel. And it's got a T in it. It's got a T in it, hasn't it? It's got a T in it. I'm telling you. There's a T in it. There is a T in it. There is a T in it. There is, yeah. I did. Did I hear? Yeah, it's definitely one to be. I put the link in up there. If anybody does want to have a look at it, it is that one. And it's like I look at it and I listen to it and I think, I wonder if how much spirits are allowed to tell us, and if Mitel, yeah, it is, isn't it? Mitel, like weird, isn't it? Or might tell. Oh. Yeah, Mitel would. It's definitely got a T in it. I played it 3 or 4 times then, didn't I? And there's definitely a T in it. What does Pomp think? Because like Pomp's one of these people who I can imagine Pomp being one of these people who say it's just rubbish. Mattel Ouija board. No, he's not asking for that. He's definitely not asking for that. But it's nice as somebody who would almost sort of chuck in a debunk in it. We're all sort of believers. There's only one person who might be sort of on the fence stroke be able to debunk it, and that's like Pomp. That's just weird. Just weird. I mean, we could send it to Beardo and let him rip it to shreds, but we know what we're going to get back. But on a right side, I'm thinking is it all about what spirits are allowed to tell us and not allowed to tell us? Because the amount of time that we hear things just like that. You want to play it again? Go on, we'll play it again. I need to open it up first so that I can grab it. This hot weather is really not doing my throat any good either. So, Beck. Now, if Beck wants a reading, she will be the final one, right? So if Beck puts me, she can have a reading. Mystical Spooks. I'll tell you what, does Mystical Spooks want to be the last one? Mystical Spooks could be the last one. Yeah. Mystical Spooks will be the last one. If Mystical Spooks wants to read, because especially being new, we can't really say no when they turn up, can we? So that's it. It is closed, so I'll put it in here. No, not end of list. Closed list. Here we go. There we are. That's it. It's been closed. So yeah, let's just play this. It's good. Mystical Spooks is in now, so Mystical Spooks can. Yeah, we're going to have to do that, I think, Leanne. With something to get people to say yes, definitely. We've got to be, because otherwise, what I do, Leanne, is I go backwards and forwards, and I just start filling in the list, and then there's, but I don't want one. So it does get a bit awkward when you go, no, I never wanted one. I was just here for a chat, in the background, which is fine. So what we're going to do, Somebody's asked for it to be replayed. So here it is. So listen to these two syllables. The boy. I want the boy forward. No? Now, that is... Hi, David, I tell you. Frightened. It's mine too. It's I tell you. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? But it's like I said, and we will go on to the cards now. You know, when spirits try mine telly, it's like it's definitely a child, right? How much are they being told they can say might tell you? How much are they being told that they are allowed to tell us? And that would actually might tell would match that. Might tell if I'm allowed to say it, you know? It's almost like they're being told you can say a certain amount of you can say certain things, but you're not allowed to say anything that's going to give someone knowledge that they're going to make money, or anything that's going to help them make money. Basically out the window. You're not allowed to tell them any of that. And I just wonder whether the fact that I mean, it is two syllables, it is a small voice, it's coming across as someone who probably passed from here as a young child or enjoyed being a child, not necessarily died as a child, but enjoyed being a child, and that voice comes across very, very young. I do believe children are definitely guided by spirit world, and that's what I mean, spooks. It's like, it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense that, because I was thinking it said Michael, but then I've been playing it now and it's like, it's got a T in it. It's definitely got a T in it, and everybody's putting a T in it. Everybody's saying, tell you. It's all, everybody's hearing the T. But might tell would match me and Spook saying there that actually we can I wonder if I can do that on here. Yeah, and you look at it and you think, I just wonder if that would match, wouldn't it? And they're being told they can't say, well, I might tell, but I don't know if I can actually playback speed. I think. Ooh. Right. Let's see if that works. Oh, don't work with it. Don't work on 0.25. Let's have a different check. Speed up. Let's go 0.55. You're going to hate me for this. You're going to hate me. I'm going to play it again. Remove the hiss. I can't. Unfortunately, I can remove it in another piece of software, but not on YouTube. What we can do is this. Listen to this. Really odd, isn't it? Really frustrating. Look at it. It's as if we're missing something, isn't it? As if are we missing something before it or something after it? But it's a youngster. I know it's a youngster. very high pitched voice, very sweet sounding. And I just get first part's got a sound and ton. It's got a T, definitely got a T, hasn't it? Yes, not like an and then the second word starts with a T. So there's I, yeah, very odd. So yeah, it's one of those odd ones where we look at it and we think, it would match. Well, like Spook says there, it matches. Hello there, Queen. It matches if the spirit world aren't allowed to tell us everything, and especially if new spirits, young spirits, are thinking, we're guiding you to make sure you don't say anything that you're not supposed to. Then he's looking around thinking, well, I might tell, but I don't know if I can, so that was what I was thinking when I first came in. I thought, I just wonder what you'd think about it, because the John fuck off. We now that you're all in, Stu actually said, I don't think it says that. I think it says, and it said something like, John, please don't. Can't remember what he said, but I remember going back and thinking that would suit me, because I don't think that you can get nasty spirits in a consecrated churchyard that's still in use and still, fully, the church is like meters away and it's fully used. I think that you can sort of listen to that and think that would suit me, because it just don't. I'd prefer you not to, and this is why I would probably go. I'll play it once or twice more, but that's about all. We'll play it to the end, right? Can't be. We're going to go to the readings now. So yeah, very, very, very. Yeah, I might try and get rid of the white noise and just concentrate on that bit, but it's an odd one. I like what. Yeah, I like. What we got in there? I like what Spooks. Excuse me, what Spook said, because it would certainly match it, wouldn't it? The world and the spirit world are both about learning. Oh yeah, a number of times we tell people that my husband, father, whatever, grandmother's just died. Well, they need to go and learn. You won't see them for a while, but they won't be able to come back for a while. They're learning. They've got to relearn what they need to do. About learning, if we're told certain things, we're not going to learn. Yes, we're not going to learn, and we're not going to have ours. Yeah, they can't do anything that's going to alter our path away from what we're supposed to be learning, and they're not allowed to help us make any material gains. So there are things they're not allowed to help us with, whether we want to or not. Yeah. I think it's her natural mother's stepdad. Okay. I'm glad. Well, it was definitely for Tina anyway. It was definitely for Tina. So we've all been listening to one of Tina's relatives, I think, there. So Tina, I hope you don't mind us going through your dirty laundry and your history. She sounded really sweet. We've got Angie. So if Angie wants, yeah, I'm telling you. Also, yeah, I might tell. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? Look, we're going to get pareidolia because everybody's listening to it and they can hear the T and they can hear the I bit at the front. So yeah, I and a T are in it, and that's about it. I know, fucking boiled. I really am. I really am sweating like an oink oink. Well, it is. No, I'm going to stick to it. Queen of Moons. It is full. It is full. We have got 11 out of 10, so I can't keep adding them. I did that the other day, and I ended up with I said 10, and I ended up with and I ended up with sort of like 15, I think, and ended up 4 hours. I was on 4 hours. Can I ask if you can all say a prayer for my neighbour, 3 homes down, was taken off life support. Oh, Jenna was in a car accident. He'd come sit with us in the yard. Mama got a handful when she see him. Oh, right, when she sees him. Everybody do. I'm going to tingle at the back of my head there. Do send prayers and wishes and to Jenna, and hope they pass over nice and calmly, and don't have such a shock from Anna's mum. Yeah, more than 20 lives, right? Oh dear. You love your cats, don't you? You really do. So we're going for Angie. So if Angie's around, Angie baby. We've already got Albert singing. On a day like this, Albert, please. But Angie gets Angie baby. I can't sing the rest of it. I can't remember it. And I know you're singing it, but I can't really quite hear what you're singing. Yeah, Cherry Baby, but Albert's singing it with Angie. Now, why would we haven't got Angie? Has Angie disappeared? Angie, I think Angie might have disappeared. The last time was wow. She was right at the top. She said you didn't say hi to me and then hello to me and then disappeared. Right, okay. I think Angie took the hoof. Tina. We'll go with Tina then. If Angie is not in, we'll go with Tina. Yeah, she was here. She's like, I was speaking to just Angie. There was only Angie in, and then she said, "You didn't say hello to me," and that's it. I've not seen her since. So we're going with Tina. If Tina wants a reading, we'll go with Tina. Yeah. So we may have a space for Queen of Moons on the bottom. Go on, Queen of Moons. You can take the extra space on the bottom. Right. So you've took the end one. Angie Busy Bee. Yes, we've got Tina. Angie moderate. Yes, she does. Absolutely. We've got some to check in everybody. Bloody hell. It's boiling. I'm boiled. We're going to go. Tina, I couldn't do. So what does Tina want to know? Won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. John, we're fan. The fan is in there. The air conditioning is down here. Let me put the air conditioning on. See, we're posh here. We have air conditioning. It's a bit noisy, but yeah, we've got the air conditioning on. Might cool it down a bit. So Tina's question. I want Tina's question. I've got some. It's on now. Oh, that's so much better. Does it? Good. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, it is a bit noisy for me. I can hear it in the back. I mean, sure you can hear it. Oh, Sarah. It's been 94 here, 94 all day, and it hit 94 about 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's now 7:30, and it's still sunny, and it's still just a degree or so lower. So, who is my granddaddy? What? Who is great granddaddy? Oh, you want me to give the name? Yeah, it is a heat wave. So Tina's got a really. Tina's got a name question. Now, you know how bad I am with names. So I'm not going to try with this. Now, what we have is, Tina's been awkward, yeah. We're looking for Tina's great granddad. And if you can, or am I on the right track with knowing? Noise cancelling took out the extra noise. Did it? Oh, wow. Oh, Leanne, that's interesting. Sarah. Yes, Sarah, that's interesting. I want to try that. Yeah, that sounds good. Tina, sis, thank you made me recall my question. So Tina's asking about her great granddad. Who's the great granddad? Is she on the right line? Angie's in. All right. I can't hear it on here. I need it off. So we'll go back to Angie and we'll keep Queen of Wands at them. So yeah. Yeah, we can, but we'll come back to that one. Yeah, didn't seem to get much on that, so we'll do Angie. Angie, if you've got your question, because like I say, everybody's saying, yeah, but she mods for everybody else, so you'd like disappear and go and mod for somebody and then come back. So that's fair enough. So if Angie's got a question, we need to get down these nice and quick then now. We've got a couple extra. We've got Spooks and Queen of Moons at the bottom now. Ask away, yes. Oh, yes, we did get a song for Angie. Angie baby, Angie baby. So instead of Cherry Baby, it's Angie Baby. So, who put the words to it? Somebody put the words to it, didn't you? Blimey. Oh, come on, throats, give over. Noise cancelling, Tina, Glad. I can't remember now. Yeah, we got Angie Baby anyway. Who's my guides? Who's my guides? I can't figure out their name. Ooh. Angie wants to know the name of the guides. I'm not getting anything. Not giving it me either. Angie would love to know the name of the guides. If you can help Angie with that, Albert. Not as much radio, though. There is one. Well, there is one. Give me. If there is one, yeah, tell me it. Absolutely. I've been trying to get a name for a long time, and I took ages to get, years to get mine. Who to thank for help? I'm sure he said Popper. Maybe it was Anne. That's strange, actually. I did actually think Anne, and it said maybe it was Anne. But you know me, I'm a garbage with names. There was something about there is one, wasn't it? Yeah. Who's the one that she needs to know about then? So there's one of Angie's guides that is the lead guide. Who's Angie's lead guide? I've got a feeling it's female. Death? Well, yeah, they would be dead. Hello, Lakeside, Laura. Oh, that's an American voice. We're in England. What did that say? That was 2, wasn't it? Something 2. Great 2. What's the order of the list? We're going to go random at some point, right? We're going to go like random. You know, next week we'll go random, but we're... Her name's Jill, it said. You'd have to go back. Angie, Tina, Flossie, Sasha, Pomp, Chloe, Anna, Sarah, Leanne, Beck, Spooks, and Queen of Moons. So we are full now. We really are full. I really can't put any more in. Oh, Pomp had to leave. Oh, I didn't see Pomp leaving. I thought Grandma was Mary. Is Grandma Mary in? The lead one is a female. Who's the lead one? Chief? Oh no, she's not got a chief. Has Angie got a chief? Angie's got a chief. Well, my head's gone like... Wow. Angie's got a chief as a... Angie's got a chief. The powerful male is a chief. Indian, I keep seeing. Yeah. The powerful... You've got an Indian chief. The male's an Indian chief. And he's not the head one. The female is the head one. Who's the female? Right, we know who the male is, the chief, but I can't get the name of the chief. You can call him by chief, right? Angie, are you good at it? Too. Is Angie Native American? Yes, French, Canadian, Indian. Oh God. It's Tina. It's an Indian chief. Absolutely, 110%. What did that go? A wolf. Oh my God. It's an Indian chief called Wolf or something. Is my arms. Look at this. It's an Indian chief called Wolf or something Wolf. It's an Indian chief called something Wolf. Did you hear the wolf? Did you hear it? I can't get the female. Dang. Who's the female? Science. She changed a lot in science. She worked in science. The female worked in science. Is that it all we can do? Well, I couldn't get the it keeps turning off. Off it. Yeah, there's no white wolf. Yeah, something like that. It was a wolf. I mean, did you hear the wolf? Oh, flipping heck. I mean, you've got to think, right, before we move on to Tina, right, and we know Tina's question, we'll go back on it. Angie, that wolf sound went for 5 seconds, 6 seconds. That's on a 200 millisecond increase in the frequency range. It shouldn't span the entire frequency as clear as that. It's impossible. White wolf. Wow. I heard something and it absolutely sounded like a wolf. It was. I'm so blessed. Absolutely. And I tell you what, it's not the head spirit. That's not your main guide. It's the female. I can't get to the main guide. But Angie, he says well, at first he says just call me just call me chief, and then it's like we got the wolf says like, yeah, you know who he is now. You know who he is. I can't believe we got that. I heard a wolf and saw eagle feathers. Yeah, strange. I am so amazed at that. I mean, I'm thinking we don't get names. How on earth are we going to get names of a bloody chief? For God's sake! I mean, they're all different, aren't they? They're mainly sort of animals and situations, and I can't believe that. And argue a lot. I think that the female is not an Indian. I think the female is more recent. The female may be a relative, but a step or two back, or even 2 or 3 steps back. I just don't see. Yeah. Oh, Spooks is going. Oh, Spooks is going. So Spooks is. Thank you for dropping in, Spooks. I'll have to take you off the bottom. There we are. Spooks is gone. Spooks is gone. We're absolutely full. I'm afraid we've not. The list got stopped. Oh God, about 15, 20 minutes ago. It really did. We're already two over, so I can't really add any more. I'm afraid. Yeah, we'll have to come back at another time. You're allowed to stay if you want. Right, we're going back to Tina with Tina's question about a great granddad. No, quick. So Tina's great granddad, right? Grandma was Mary. Who was granddad? She was Norwegian. Definitely don't get the. I can't believe that. What we on? With this, we're in a heat wave here, I'm afraid, Helen. It won't be till about Tuesday next week. Probably, I'd say probably Tuesday about 6:30. Who is Tina's great granddad? I can't believe. Oh yeah, we could, couldn't we, Angie? I mean, that was amazing, wasn't it? Oh! I've got a dog barking out here, but that was just insane, wasn't it? Valor. I got Valor. Now we got Valor come out. This was either a soldier or it was in the military. It was in the military. Have we got a name for him? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Come on, Spirit World, you can help Tina. We know Tina. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Tina, what is his... Why is this... What's this person saying? This person's around you, isn't he? This person's around Tina. That's a weird female voice, that one, wasn't it? What weird was that one? So, who's... Apart from being military, Ace of Wands is, I think, is for Tina. Was he... Love. Love is in the air. You as well. Motherly card, right? The motherly card, the Princess of Discs. So news. There's lots of news flying around about love. The cancellation of oppression, right? Oppression the other way around. We are not going to be oppressed, are we, Tina? But that's coming from the great granddad, right? Things are changing. He put the Ace of Wands down, didn't he? Actions will be backed up. I've got a feeling he got something. Right, we'll turn on. Now, I haven't got a name. We didn't get a name, Tina, but what we did get was, it was in the military. You know that ace that we got? It was almost like what we were, you say captain? I think I heard captain. He was honored for something. It's almost like that ace was I've been honored for this. You'll find I was in the military. Ace of Wands, wasn't it? That amazing card. It's a brilliant card, and it's almost like he's using the ace as a, I was honored for this. If you find somebody's name like this, Flossie said captain, and you see that this person was honored, then you're on the right track. We didn't get a name, but we don't often get names. I'm just bloody amazed that we got Angie with the white wolf. It's like, what? Oh, Jesus. Flossie, I don't know if you can beat this, Flossie, but we'll try and beat it with Flossie and then Sasha and Pomp. Pomp disappeared, didn't he? I think Pomp disappeared as well. Let me get rid of Pomp. If Pomp comes back, we'll ask him. Flossie is next. Oh dear. Yes, he did. Thank you. General for Flossie. In the mood. Oh, we got songs coming out now. So Albert's singing it's specifically a swing song, isn't it? Swing. In the mood, in the mood. But is he talking New Orleans? No. What's that place on the what I call the Panhandle, the bottom bottom of the US? So you got the Florida here, and then you go over here. It's that bit where Texas and Dallas is. What's that place down there that's really strongly into blues? I just get oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that, Tina. Oof. So it's a very good person. Would have been very strong. Would have been very, I'm good. I am, So I don't know. You'd have to look at his military record. You'd have to look at his military record. General, for me, please. I would love to know the name of my guide. But I don't think he wants to tell me. He didn't. Don't hide your head with me, mate. He didn't. For years he just kept saying soldier, soldier, soldier. And it was like, it is. You're going to get called the first name that comes out of the box then, and that's it. And he got called Barry. And then he told another spiritualist, and then he came to me and said, look, okay, I'm called Albert, but you can call me Bert. And I said, Albert, you've been called Barry for so long. I've got all the merchandise. My shop says Barry. Well, you can you can call me both then, but I'm Albert. No, look, thank you. So we're going to ask the same question we're going to have a general for Flossie. I have Flossie. It's Flossie Laurie. I keep calling her. I shouldn't mind being called Flossie. So Flossie wants to know anything general but Albert. Another one that wants to know her guide's name. You that whisper, Daddy? Daddy. I thought he said Daddy. What? That's weird, isn't it? It was like a child's voice saying Daddy. Yeah, it's a theme in Tina's life, isn't it? 4. Is that how many she's got? Ooh, success. How about that? That's a good one for Flossie. In the mood, in the mood. Manifest. Flossie's trying to manifest something. I see a success. Flossie's trying. What's a flyer? You don't know a flyer. If Albert pushes a card out, it's called a flyer. So I'm shuffling properly, and if it flies off, it's a flyer. The flyers mean more than the actual reading, by the way. But yeah, they mean more than you can read. If you read 3 flyers, that's it. You don't really need to do the reading. They're better off. So the flyers, if anybody reads cards for you and one flies out, don't let them put it back in the pack. They have to read it. Ooh. You're manifesting something because there's, and you will get success, but there's been disappointment. There's been disappointment. So something's happened with Flossie. Who's the name of her guide? We're going to be finishing this shuffle soon. The Prince of Swords. Now, this is a mental chariot, right? Things moving. We're trying to mentally put something into the minds of people. She really is trying to manifest something. Flossie is trying to manifest something, and she will succeed. We've got the Fool card. Now, just try not to be too, I don't know, too ambitious. Let's keep his feet on the ground. Manifest what we can. Manifest what we believe we can get to. Beware, 52 pickup game. Yeah. Only trouble is it's 78. Well, 80 to 81 in this one. Now, the reason why look, well, let's just ask the spirits, like, right, any name for Flossie? You want to say goodbye? I mean, for me, I was ready. There you go, goodbye. By themselves. I've pressed it already, so I had to carry on pressing it. It turned itself back on. By themselves. Anyway, welcome in Kaloa. So, yeah, and the reason why is that we had 2 cards drop out, flyers, for Flossie. One was success and one was disappointment. And the disappointment cards come first, straight out. Now, how, I've shuffled them, rotated them, pulled them, cut them 3 times. And yet, oh, yes, I hope everything's gone well, Kaloa. We have had a lot of disappointment. It's now time for change, right? We're manifesting something. And I've not, let's go back up to, I will read what I don't usually read. I am John. I'm battling my high tower at the moment and trying to succeed despite the obstacles. You are succeeding. You will succeed. It's been a huge disappointment, hasn't it? A real huge disappointment. And she's trying her best, Flossie, to manifest something. Absolutely will. Absolutely will. Now, here we got the 6 of Swords. And this is the science card, right? So, and in this pack, it usually means science, something scientific. So I've got a feeling Flossie's trying something scientific or something that needs a lot of thought. Look at all those lines. Look at the lines. And they're actually like squares, circles, triangles. There's a lot of science in this. It is the science card, and it has come up with people who are looking or are studying science even. I got a scientific person studying science, and they got the science card, Now, it's upside down, which actually isn't a bad thing. It means that this change and this thing that Flossie's manifesting, and she will win. She will win it. It will happen. But it comes from somewhere that she doesn't expect. So it comes from somewhere that Flossie thinks, I didn't think that's where it would come from. I really, really didn't think that's where it would come from. So we're going to have 1 card on each one, Albert. I'm studying in a scientific field. Yeah, your manifestation it is succeeding. I wouldn't be surprised if I get a manifest card here. I really wouldn't. You'd have to wait until the end. It is actually closed, Kaloa. Only people who are, but Kaloa's a member. Kaloa's a member. So Kaloa, because you're a member, because Kaloa's a member, she has to get put on the list. Yeah, Kaloa's a member, so members automatically get put on the list. Yeah, but Angie, Flossie, I think my assessor wants to fail me, despite the fact I deserve a pass. Yeah, you're gonna get it with the looks of it. Yeah, I mean, they're good cards. They're good cards. It's not looking good at the minute, is it? Really isn't. Yeah, but didn't someone drop off the end? There's a list. Yeah. Yeah, I put Queen of Moons on the list. So as far as the disappointment's concerned, it's all we're getting the forgotten ghosts, the reunion, trying to get things together. We're disappointed about something, but we're not thinking. What's not being thought about is the whole picture. We're not trying to pull in all the information. The reunion, in this case, it's reunion of the information, and I think that once we get everything together, that disappointment card becomes nullified. Yeah, getting everything together. The change comes from seeing the bigger picture, right? So the change, the manifestation. In this case, what you're manifesting, Flossie, is everybody is now will get to see the bigger picture, and it's manifesting everybody to see the bigger picture that gives you the change. Yeah, the change card there, absolutely important. And I've said this about Flossie before. I think the science card upside down. This change. Look, who pushes these people to see the bigger picture? Somebody that Flossie didn't expect. It comes from a totally unexpected place, right? So this help that comes for Flossie comes from a different place. Look, we've got the boundaries. We've got salt. We need to create boundaries here. We need to create boundaries and say, look, if we look at this, then we've got that. If we look at this, we've got, oh, thank you very much. Color was just donated $3. Thank you very much. That's always helpful. Pays for a bit of petrol. But yeah, or we may even think of salting. We may even think of actually salting our area and trying to, improve the energy levels and improve the positivity. Push out all the. Let's celebrate their 5th super on a live stream. What? Oh, and it is it? It's Kaloa's 5th super chat sticker on a live stream. There we are. Thank you very much. So you've got to be able to take this by the hand. Salt. Use use the. We've just got another one. Look, we've just got another one. Make sure you're absolutely, making sure everything is perfect in your energy fields. Remove all negative energies. It may mean salting, but you do need to try and make those boundaries and borders so that you can get that and push that manifestation that you're doing, because it is changing. It has been awful, isn't it? I had success, and then I had the disappointment card. That's in the past, isn't it? And it came out in the past in the reading. So the first card, it has been a really disappointing start. But the science card upside down would suggest that it's a good outcome, and from a completely odd It's an unexpected source. So somebody completely unexpected is going to help you. Selenite, yes. I got some more. So I for purification. Yeah, I had some of that, right? It cost me a lot of money. And then yesterday I got this, right? That cost me, I think it was £1.60, which is about $1.90. $1.90 for that. Cheek. So, yes, yeah, there has. I can imagine it. That you don't get that card. You certainly don't get that card, Flossie, without it meaning there's been a lot of disappointment around, hasn't there? There's been an awful lot of disappointment. So yeah, so hopefully, yeah, keep manifesting. Salt. I would certainly try and purify everything around you. Selenite's really good for that, and clear crystal, clear quartz, trying to magnify the cleansing side of things. I would cleanse, salt, just try and make sure the energies around you are positive, and then do your manifesting, and you'll find it come from a completely odd area. So some help's going to come from somewhere. You're not going to expect it where it comes from. We won't be able to guess because it just comes from somewhere strange. Is there anything to do into my assessment that will make help calm my energy? Yes, selenite for the area, for the white sage is good around the place, but certainly selenite and clear crystal, clear quartz. Clear quartz magnifies the energy. Selenite sort of it just cleans the energy. And onyx, right? Onyx as well. Queen of Moons is really good on this. I've learned from this lot. So I tell you what, Flossie, if they say anything, I'd through them. Music. Oh yeah, the frequency of music. Yeah, Sarah's. Yeah, like the singing bowls and that, and just listen and meditate with a singing bowl behind. You can play the singing bowl music, but it's digital and it's on the computer, so it's not really the same, but you could do. I'm into hematite a lot lately, so yeah, it's strange, isn't it? I think crystals certainly. Salt. The spirit said salting. You can choose salting. Absolutely, salt your area, salt the borders, salt the windows, and try and just. Yeah, but certainly the crystal idea. Sasha, we got Sasha. We're going quickly now. Sasha. Queen of Moon's blue quartz. It's amazing for school. Nobody's ever mentioned blue quartz to me, I must admit. Tiger eye is good for protection. Now that with it saying salt, Kaloa, it's almost like they're saying, look, we do need to protect a little bit. Spirit world saying salt and create boundaries to stop people from, coming into your area and the bad energies coming across. I can imagine that being a good one as well. I hope she's listening and got a pen and paper. We are with Sasha. We're with Sasha. So Sasha's in. Sasha, then Chloe, because Pomp's gone. So Sasha and Chloe. Yeah, Sasha's here. Yeah, what would Sasha like to know? Salt is best. A lot of people. Well, the spirit says salt, so I'm not going to argue with them, am I? Can stop checking the pigeon. I agree with pigeon. Pigeons are out there. Hate the things. Rats with wings. Oh, can't stop checking the pigeons. Oh dear. The rats with wings. I mean, everything that lives has a life, I know. I put the question. Right, okay, we'll do that then. So, oh, crikey, help. I want to get to Sasha's. Right, there we are. Channel activity. What do spirits want to tell me about last Tuesday's exam? Ooh. You think the universe card on the bottom? You think you failed it? You think you failed it? You really think you failed it, don't you? If only she knew. If Sasha really thought that. Woo! Success. This is the trump card. This is the last card in the major arcana. So this is the art card here. It's the person can control everything. Look, good and bad. You get good and bad. You've got both eating from your cup, right? You've got both eating from your cup. What do we think? Absolutely nailed it. However, I'm told Sasha thinks she's failed it. I'm told Sasha thinks she's failed it, and then Albert bings this great big bell. I mean, it's as big as this room, and goes dong, wrong, like wrong again. Albert's smiling. Albert's smiling. Sasha thinks she's failed it. Look, I don't think you've nailed it and gone. Yeah, I think you have passed it. But Albert's saying she's nailed it, but I think he's being nice, and he said like, stop it. You got the art card. Look, the art card is all the spirits have made sure that you've passed it. That's what the art card means. It means the spirits have been watching you and thinking, no, write that bit instead. You'll fail if you put that one over there. Pigeon result of human greed and neglect. Oh God, I mean the amount of stuff we throw out and the pigeons eat it. Yeah, they survive on our crap. So what else does Sasha need to know about this exam then? Look at that. Prince of Wands. Very prudent. Look, things really do move quite quickly. You'll soon find out what's happening. This all seems to have gone quite quickly. And it's the Wands, the result of what we've been thinking. There's no waiting around for God's sake. I saw it upside down though. You've been thinking that the chariots stop. We've got 2 chariots now so far, yeah? We've got the lightning fast chariot. Everything's brilliant. But, at the minute, that's past, right? So in the past, things have been moving really quickly. At the minute, everything seems to have stopped. We've got the chariot upside down. And we really don't think we've done very well, have we? We've got the 8 of discs next, which is 8 of pentacles. And this is just everything growing. That's his prudence, right? Just be very careful, right? Careful what you say, careful what you do. I've got a feeling what you do and say will help alleviate certain certainly your thought process, because everything seems to be a bit, I failed. But from what we've got thrown out, it isn't. From what we got thrown out, and from what Albert's saying, it isn't. We will rock you. You see, spirits have been following you. The art card says spirits have been following you. A delicacy. Yeah, well, pigeon, doves. Was it pigeon? Yeah, we had pigeon pie, didn't we? And things like that. Yeah, we did have pigeon pie. Somebody used to, what I once estimated a 40% lol, and it was 86. Yes, yeah, great one. I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to give you an example of mine. So yeah, I don't think you've. I think Albert says you've walked it, but I think what he means is at the side of what you think you've done. Forget it. You have succeeded. So this what has happened. Yeah, we've been learning. Look, we got the learning card, the book of spells, learning, and it's been so bloody quick. That goes with the Prince of Wands. With that one. So with that one, we've been learning, and it's gone really quick. It's really has changed so much. So what is it about this card upside down? What is it about her being, I've failed this. Transformation, feeding the crows, try and change. Look, we need to change because you've got it wrong. Transform. Work with what you're working against yourself. You need to transform. You've done it. Like let's be motivated. Almost like just take it that you've passed, right? Because that will help you through. Prudence, right? Be careful. Yeah. If you want to help, if you want to sort of going forward, certainly in this next week, we're talking about being careful, being prudent. What goes with the prudent card? It's the witch in the woods. It's the retreat. It would do really good for you to be able to come back and step back. Just take a week off somewhere, a few days off somewhere, and just retreat and just be a little bit more satisfied that we've done the best we can, and that the spirits are saying that you're actually forget what's happening. You're transforming. You're making things happen, and you will be transforming into this new person. I mean, 2 chariot cards, even though one's upside down saying we're going fast and it's going to be a good journey, but she just doesn't believe that she's there. And the other card on top suggests it's a transformation time. Stop thinking negative, because you need to, and if you are going to think negative, step back and take time out, because you really do need to be thinking positive. And Albert finishes by saying, oh, hang on a minute. We didn't give you the thing, did we? So we didn't give Sasha a chat with you. She thinks she's failed. Chloe, if you want to put your question in. Why has Sasha failed? Has Sasha passed? Is there anything you want to tell us about Sasha's exam? Music doesn't really help, Albert. Come on. Yeah. Nothing on that one. But yeah, I'd have a break, step back, relax, and just imagine yourself walking down and accepting that, looking at the chart, saying, "I've passed," because yeah, spirits were with you, trying to make sure you did. Chloe. We can build it. We can build it. You won't know that being American, but yeah, it's mice on a clock. It's a little, it's mice that can build and make anything. My landlord forcefully took me to a place to eat fresh pork rinds, so I could relax. You do need to relax, absolutely. Because I think now that's it, boom, and you'll find you passed it. I don't think you passed it by a great deal. I think we fast. Look, yes, I was going to tell you, wasn't I? I did my at university. I did my accounting exam, and the result from the first question goes into the second question, and the result from the second question goes into the third question. Now, the first question was a balance sheet. I was £20,000 out. So if my first result goes into my second question and my second one into my third, I've got all the answers wrong, all the paper. So I'm getting 0%. So I just went on and just hammered it out. Well, assuming that's about right, then this is right, and then that's right. And I put it on the paper and I walked out. I said, well, I failed it, but never mind. And I got my final results out of university. He says, you got 98%. And it said underneath, he says, I can tell by the fact that you thought you'd failed. There'll be a surprise. He says, but you made one mistake in the first paper. That one mistake was just one silly mistake, which cost you 2%. But everything else was correct, spot on. You did everything else correct, assuming that you'd started with the wrong information. So Sasha, it is about the thing with an exam was multiple choice and similar, and the answers were similar. Yeah, they do that. They do that, and it's usually two answers are similar, which means you've got a 50-50 chance of getting each question right on average. So you should get 50% of those questions right, technically. So you usually do better than you think. Anyway, we did have Chloe, but Chloe seems to have gone. We'll move on from Chloe's crystals because Chloe seems to have disappeared. Anna's next. We've got Anna. So we've got Anna, Sarah, Leanne, Beck, and Queen of Moons. And yes, and Kaloa, if she's still in, because she's a member. There's lots of people with some really good advice in there. So Anna's definitely in. I know Anna's in. The last thing she said was, how kind, relax. Yes, please. Only I think Anna might have relaxed and gone to sleep. We get Anna and then Sarah. Oh, here she is. Why my family hide my grandpa? Well, I'm just going to go with that. I mean, I don't need to know anything, do I? And this is one of the things I always say. It doesn't matter what I think. I don't want a cold read. Why does Anna's family hide grandpa? Come on. Come on. That's it. John, next. That's okay, John. Next time I have go lay down for a while. Oh, you got to go. Oh, Chloe. We're whipping down these as well. We will. We'll see you next time. Right. Woo. Whatever was 8 of Wands, which is what flew out, Anna. And it's like, well, didn't exactly hide him. Things were already planned, and you just seem to see it as being there. This person's hidden. But it was always planned to do this, and they just didn't change it. They just didn't change what happened. It was like it was planned to do something. I'll leave you with that one. I'll leave you with that one. This sounds like something I know. I'm not going to guess. Animal or something. They live less than a mile away. Oh, you're okay, Kaloa. Hopefully, yeah. Well, it's supposed to be getting better. It is supposed to be getting better, dear. But my wife always said when they start to mess around with her back, because her back killed, really did. It always felt worse after they'd been prodding and poking it than it did before. Why did they hide Grandpa? Who did they think was a peacock? Right? Who did they think was acting as like they weren't? Somebody was acting. Now, were they thinking that Anna was pretending to be somebody she wasn't, or were they thinking Grandpa was actually somebody that wasn't quite what you thought he was, or who you thought he was? Which one is it, Spirit World? Is it the fact that Nanny's husband? Nanny, was your husband who everybody thought he was? Why was he hidden? Not all that was seen. Anna, not all that was seen. And again, this come out twice. It's thrown out twice. 8 of Wands. This was all. It's something that had to be done and that was done. It was done for a reason. Yeah, there's something about him. It was done on purpose. It was done on purpose. This wasn't. He wasn't all that was. Albert keeps saying, wasn't all that was seen, wasn't all that was seen. 25. Doesn't live at number 25, does he? What did you get? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands on the bottom. Purely out of love. Purely out of love. Look, Ace of Cups. This had to be done. This was something that was done because of love, right? This was done because it was said to be the best thing that could happen. Well, you're not going to answer, are you? How about you, Mark? Do you want to answer? Well, Nana? Right, I'm not on that one. But yeah, He had been an ass, hadn't he? This person had been an ass. Arse. I'm getting arse rather than ass, but he had been an ass. Look, the donkey there. And he just, he, 10 of Swords is somebody who can be pretty nasty, isn't it? Depression, poverty. I mean, wherever he went, everybody else felt quite depressed. This is depression. He's been an ass. It's not a very nice card, this. Either people weren't nice to him or he wasn't nice to other people. And actually, I don't think it was your family's decision, Anna. I think it was the spirit world's decision. The spirit world chose this one. So the spirit world definitely pushed this person into the background to say, look, we can't do with this negativity spreading. But it seemed to be the best option at the time. So we've got Sarah next. It is actually Sarah Barbara next, so Sarah can pull her question up. And then Leanne. So it's Sarah, Barbara, and Leanne. So as far as the Ace of Cups, I was reading it like that, Albert. I mean, I don't know what you think. Had to be done. Yeah, it's the honoring the witch's cycle. This is something that was going to be. We had to watch when this person was good, when this person was bad. And it was the best for us because it could change. It could change like this, like the season wheel, the cycles. He had cycles. This person had cycles, and it could really. It could harm other people. It could have harmed you if we got this mentality out. Yes, I know my family in concentration camp when he out in the. Oh, I know, and I know somebody used to go around tapping each car as he walked along the door, and he was in one of those big German ones, and no. Someone had to take the first step. This is the knowing card. We know that we have to take the first step, and that's why it happened, because this person really did need to be looked after and pushed. They kept him out of the way because of what he could do. But the spirit world, actually, this is the hard one. The spirit world was in with this, saying we need to do this, and they had a commitment. They had a commitment. The sacred vows. They had a commitment. The spirit world to try and look after this person for what they've been through and what they were going through, and they thought this was the best option. So it wasn't the people. Well, it was your relatives, but a lot of it was to do with spirit world saying, no, we need to be. They have a commitment to your great granddad, and was it great granddad? They had a commitment to him, and they needed to make sure it was fully put into action. Yes, that was a horrible time, wasn't it? So we've got Anna. If Chloe comes on, she can have her. Sarah Barbara. It's a horrible time, and then and now we're going to let in billions and billions of invaders into the UK, and we're all that they fought for was absolutely for nothing. Anyway, it was because I'd never had a grandpa or great grandma, was blessed with 2 gramps and 2 grands. Yeah. They just, the spirit world chose it. I'm afraid the spirit world chose it, looking after him and everybody around him as much as anything else. So we have got Sarah, Leanne, Beck, Queen of Moons, and Chloe's just left. So Sarah, Leanne, Beck, and Queen of Moons. Intuitively, hopefully, Beck's got that right. Sarah, General. Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 very nice, Albert, but I'm not sure what the hell that's supposed to do with Sarah Barbara. I haven't a clue why that has meaning. I'm glad it has some meaning because I haven't got a bloody clue. Sometimes Albert, I mean, yeah, I've got Star Wars as well. It's used in several bits, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I'd just. Oh, dear God. Yeah. Totally Superman. Whatever it is for you. Yeah. So we've got a general one for, we're going to put the box on as well, because we always do this now. So we have Sarah Barbara. Somebody go back and see what she said. Sarah Barbara, general for Sarah Barbara. What has? Ooh, have you been through a bit of heartache? What is it? Has somebody passed? Has somebody passed away? Sarah Barbara, somebody's passed away. Something's somebody's passed away. Yeah, my father-in-law. I'm getting shown that somebody's passed away. I would have guessed male, but I mean, it's 50-50 anyway, isn't it? So that doesn't count. Cold reading, isn't it? Yeah, well, it is a male because it's come down here. King of Pentacles. It could be a bit unsympathetic sometimes. He knew what he wanted, knew how he wanted to get it, and he went for it. You know. But yeah, we got the Three of Swords, the end of, and I was just thinking, oh, he's okay. He's okay, but that's a female saying he's okay. So, my hubby just visited with his wife today. He just got home. Oh, my daughter went up the road to see somebody, and he died 2 hours later. No kidding. She knew she had to go and see him because she grooms his dog. And the wife showed him, and it was just bones. And he was well built before. And apparently 2 hours later, he popped his bugs. So, anything general for Sarah? She's having it pretty tough. What do you mean, you what? You what? Oh. You'll not guess. You'll not guess what's come out. So, shuffle them. It's come out. First card, death. Now, and usually that's the end of something. We say it's the end of something, and it might be something good, you know, the end of something bad. I know this isn't. I know this is the death that you've had. Nine of Swords. There's a bit of disharmony around this. Is there anything she needs to know about this? He said he's okay. Is that right? Is he okay? And how about his wife? How about his wife? Odd, because they seem to be coming through on here. Nine of Swords upside down, which is so there's some sort of disharmony. It's causing a little bit of friction. I don't know what the death did, but there's a bit of friction still around. Don't bank on his. Don't bank on the other half going, or at least not straight away, because I've got the Six of Pentacles upside down, which means that some unexpected resource is going to arrive. It's almost like the situation gets cleared up, at least within the short term. We're going to see an improvement in the situation because there's going to be help. There's going to be help around there trying to sort some things out. She does need help, don't you? Whatever he's left behind is being a bit disruptive, and I don't think the spirit world see it as being. We don't need the disruption. We need to be able to get help in so that we can help the person to do well. This person is actually. You're saying she's a fighter. She's going to get help to. It really does seem to improve, but as much as anything, there's a bit of not depression, a bit of anger in here at what is left behind. Look, there's friction over something that got left behind. What did he do or say that just didn't? He must have said something before he passed, and that hurt. Or it caused friction. So, yeah, do look for the help. The help will be coming. And it is to do with his death, absolutely. The death itself, it seems to have lowered the vibration. So we need to raise the vibration in your family circle. Yeah, your family circle. Every one of them's being hit by a real lowering of the energies. Now the friction card here. What does they want to? So a lot of, I suppose it would, yeah. We've got the power of words, invocations, power of words. Look, when you get this friction, what's the best way of solving it? Talk to each other, right? And the spirits here are saying there is friction left behind, something that they've you left her behind. We need to talk about this because if everybody in your if I've got a feeling there's more than just you and her. We need to talk about it, and we need to get people to work together. Invocations, power of words. That's the only way that you're going to stop this from rotting from within. Yeah, this help that comes to help the situation, really, really good. I tell you what, this person is really good. If you ever think whether this person who comes is good for the situation, look at this: the midnight moth, distraction. She's able to just distract. Was it your grandma? She's able to no. Father-in-law, mother-in-law. Yeah, she's able to distract his wife, and sort of just seems to be able to carry this off. Yeah, there's a bit of a distraction technique coming along, and I tell you what, as long as you all chat with each other, talk to each other, talk this out, you can get over whatever got left behind. I've just got feeling something. Another woman in my she lost her son first. Now her hubby. She and her daughter are all who's left. Are very similar to my family. It's always, isn't it? Always, there are similarities, but yeah, you do. You need, now is the time with that. The family circle thing. We need to get together as a family circle, talk things over, get some help in. Look, this help is needed because it's the very thing that stops this person that distracts this person and stops this person from going down and down. Distracts her from what she's thinking about, and she's able to think about something else. So yes, absolutely, family group, get them talking. Now, if you don't feel happy about it, then fine. It certainly needs to be the family group talking about things, because something in there that needs sorting out. Cool. A dove. They've just given you a dove. I don't know what the white dove was for. The white doves of peace, is it? I don't know. Anyway, I got one dove. I got one solitary dove. Albert gave me a solitary dove there. Cool. Yes, you can take the dove away. I don't want bird shit around here. California. Anyways, Leanne, get off my lawn. He's gone ahead to prepare things for her. Yeah, I can imagine that, Leanne. I really can. The wife always wanted to go before me. Well, she got a wish, didn't she? Sky rats, hump. Yes. Yes, the dove. Rats with wings, we call them in England. Rats with wings. Anyway, we've got Leanne, Beck, Queen of Moons, right? So Leanne's next. If Leanne can give me a question, we'll go with Leanne. Oh, what's Leanne on? Leanne's started something. What I'm being shown is you're at the top of like a little hillock. It's not a big hill. It's a small hill, Leanne. Hopefully she's listening. And then the path goes like this. It weaves its way down the hill. So we're on a doubt. We are actually about to. Well, right. I'll read it with this. I had a bad pitch last week. Maybe a general reading. I can't think of a question. You found it uphill. You've really been everything. Everything's been just uphill. You're right on the top of this little hillock. Look, it's not been massively uphill. I don't see a big hill. I see a small hill, a little hillock, and in the middle of this little pass over this hill, you're at the top of it. right? And now it's all downhill. Look, it's a nice winding. It looks like a little Scottish valley, where you go over the hill into the Scottish valley, and it winds its way and meanders into the valley. I don't see anything. I don't see anything coming. It's a really gentle path. It's nice to see a gentle path. And if you know the Scottish Highlands, it's almost certainly the Scottish Highlands. I wonder if do you have connections with Scotland? Or does Leanne's Guide have connections with Scotland? It is all downhill from here. Why give me the Scottish Highlands for Leanne? I'll take the high road and you'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland afore ye. Oh, wow. Leanne, you're going to Scotland. She must be going to Scotland. She must be going to Scotland. Why is she going to Scotland? I'd love to go there. I might have ancestry there. Why is Leanne going to... Is Leanne going to Scotland? And I don't mean like Edinburgh and Glasgow. I mean the rough, the hills and the mountains. And it's all downhill from here, though, isn't it? Have we got a name for Leanne's Guide? I think we did have at some point, didn't we? The Highlands. I'll take the high road and you'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. Who's the male? Who's the male with Leanne? And the female, there's a male. He's like, oh dear Lord, is he singing? Oh dear. Hello, Leanne. We're going with it. So if you've got anything to say to Leanne, get off my lawn, please say it now. Yep. Anything you want to say to her? Apart from it's downhill from here. Nope. Wow. I'm gonna have to do it again. I didn't quite. Darn it! When you get out of that meditation mode, guys, when you're doing your cards, you've got to restart. You cannot carry on because you don't know where you are. You're going to get it wrong. A little bit like when Hershey dropped all her cards. Did you see it the other day? She dropped all the cards. Oh, damn it! I've got to put them all back together now. I think Leanne Fisher was there. I can't remember. I think Leanne might have been there. She dropped all the cards. He's like, I'll be in Scotland afore ye. Oh, for heaven's sake. Leanne. What is Leanne doing? Is Leanne changing work? Are you changing jobs? 10 of swords. I need some help on this. I'm going to have a look at my notes. think slight. But we got that one. Why is that like that? Has something to do with jobs. So, Leanne, something is bugging Leanne about her job. But why is 9 of Cups? Why is something bugging Leanne about her job? I mean, everything seems to be going okay. Everything seems to be going okay. But there's a situation at work. Leanne, get off my lawn. I have a farm and rentals. Yeah, there's something. Look, everything's going okay because it's the right way around. But the second card says at the minute, you're thinking of something. You're thinking of something. It's almost like you're thinking of complete. You said, I mean, you've given me a bit of cold reading. So I'm semi-retired, have a farm and rentals. You're thinking of giving it up. Don't rush into it, right? Don't be an ass. Look, you've got the ass there. Look, yeah. Don't be an ass. Yeah, things. Don't be an ass yet. I think that with the next card, yeah. Look, we may need to think about finishing this, but don't rush into it and don't end it for the wrong reason. We have to do it for the right reason, and we have to think it through. We got the death card upside down, and the reason why we'd have to think it through is because if we do it wrong, Leanne, you're going to be running around thinking, oh, it's going to do your head in, right? And I mean serious health problems. Your head's going to be, I made a decision, I go off and do it, and then all of a sudden you realize you might not have done that. You might have done it too quick and you've done something wrong. Yeah. You need to think it out. We'll put this the right way around so I can show you. We need to do it. We don't want to be an ass, right? We don't want to be stupid. We want to think about this, right? Yes, you do need to finish it, right? You do need to finish it, but you need to finish it in the right way, right? You need to clear cut finish it, not rush it. Because if you rush it, this is mentally draining. This is mental issues. This is something that says, oh, for heaven's sake, we did ask, didn't we? It's something that says I'm worried about what your mental state will be. Did I do that right? Did I give it to the right person? Have I helped? I've got a feeling that you're going to be giving some of the money to someone, or you're going to be helping people, and then you're going to be thinking, dang it, I should have thought that one out better. I should have done this instead. It would have been better helping such and such instead of helping them. Perhaps help and you're going to do your head in. You're going to absolutely do your head in. Feel for others. Yeah. And that's what I'm getting. It's, she doesn't think about it. She's an ass. She can be an ass and help the wrong people. And she's going to help harm herself by doing it. The work then, this is an initiation. This is a sacred test, right? The spirits are actually saying, look, this is a test for Leanne. This is a test to see if Leanne can actually do this, right? Be honest to herself, be honest to other people, and do the right decision and say the right things and do the right things without hurting people. Because sometimes she can hurt people. Sometimes she does it on purpose. Sometimes she does it by accident. But she's got to stop being an ass. And this is actually a test. An initiation. This is this is the first of a set of tests that she's got out in front of her. So before we make a decision, we need to be able to. It's the witching herbs and it's the nourishment. So don't just make the decision. We need to nourish ourselves first, get our energy levels up, so that we're thinking right, and clear any. I mean, I would be with social media and things like that. I'd be clearing the whole lot off. I wouldn't be coming on here. I wouldn't be going anywhere. I'd clear social media. I'd clear our head, and I would be totally and utterly in our own little realm. Yeah, witching herbs at hand, improving ourselves, getting our vibrations right. And then what about the death of it? Yeah, I mean, the death, the end of this, doing it properly, ending it properly is essential, because this is your sacred trail, right? This is your ascension. This is how you get from A to B, is absolutely what you're being tested on. It's strange. I've now got a spiritual test. This is actually a test for Leanne to make sure she does this properly, and she can do it thinking about herself and not being an idiot and just going out there and trying to help everybody. Stop, think, build your own energies up, and then yes, you do need to finish it, but I'm going to say she's going to Scotland. She's going to visit the Highlands of Scotland. There we are. I'm going to make a prediction. In the next 6 months, she's going to be visiting the Highlands of Scotland. There we are. A hide-a-doo! A hide-a-doo indeed. Beck, Queen of Moons. We're down to the last two now. Beck and Queen of Moons. Beck she was hanging around up here, wasn't she? I know Beck was around. Beck and Queen of Moons. Queen of Moons usually sits in the background, so I'm pretty sure Queen of Moons will be sat in the background. Yeah, with 9 in here probably. Beck will be sort of in here as well. Whatever comes through for Beck. What do you call them in America? Megaphones. You know those they speak into it, and then it magnifies the voice. Is it megaphones? And that. So I got a megaphone from Albert, and it's sort of like saying, "Look, sometimes Beck needs to shout about what she's done. Shout about your achievements." Does Beck not always shout about her achievements?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. 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 Beck. Oh, dear Lord. Why do you not always shout about your achievements? Actually, Leanne's in, and Leanne's a member. So Leanne can have one as well. You remember, members get the first right to be on the list. Cheerleading megaphone. Yes, exactly, Sarah. I don't want to annoy anyone for people to think I'm big-headed. No, but you have to. Sometimes, Beck, you need to shout about your achievements. Is that what she's doing wrong, Spirit World? Is that what she needs to do? Music. Queen of Moons is here soon. Queen of Moons, and then the other Leanne. Pride is not sinful. No, it isn't. especially at work where your skills, right? When you're being skillful and you do something, that was a skill card. That was was there a dog? Sure, that was a dog. Um, when you're being skillful, right, and you've used your skills to do. Yeah, she does this. She needs to say something. Megaphone, shout about it. Next time you do it, you'll find you'll feel so much better. Absolutely better. Won't you, Anna? Shout about it. Tell the world. Feed the world. Feed the world. Shout about it. You're being very quiet. Yeah, don't be an ass. You're being daft. No, don't be an ass and say nothing. Say something. Get on that megaphone, girl. Anything else that you want to say? Because you're being very quiet. Beck would love to hear from you. Well, that'd be boring, aren't they? 1, 2. No. I'm not going to do that. I think that it needs to be there. Oh, look at that. It said, look at the bottom card. So I did do the Lovers card. Beck. Love is in the air. Every sight and every sound. Not too much to shout about at the moment. I shouldn't have read that. I shouldn't have read it. I shouldn't have read it. Damn. I'm going to pretend I didn't read that. There ain't much to shout about at the minute, is there? What is it that's gone wrong? What is it that's gone wrong? Did you run from something, or should you have run from something? Because we got the 7 of Swords, right? Let's run from this situation. Even if we leave the swords behind, you should have gone. Should have left this and should have fucking disappeared and ran off. Because now what we've got is a devil card upside down. And not a good card, is it? Somebody's been a real... And you know, the devil card upside down is really, it can be... So it's either temptation or it's somebody being an absolute twat. And being really, really nasty. This is somebody who would be... There's certainly... This could be causing quite a lot of It could either be an illness or it's causing a lot of illness. And it's really quite... This situation is not a good one. But I can say that, look, we don't give bad news out, because if we give bad news out, then as a gypsy rule says, if we give bad news out, it comes back tenfold on us. So what we got after it was going forward, the 9 of Wands. Okay, it's upside down. You know, look, this with good judgment, this certainly this is finished. Look, it is finishing. This is the person who finished. This is all coming to an end. It's coming to an end in the next 4 weeks. 4 weeks, and Beck will find that things just, whatever this horrible personal situation is, clears itself. Look, it's upside down. The end is still winnable, and it looks like you will just about win this one. It's going to be close. It's precarious. It's sort of, at the minute, the spirits are sort of 60-40 in your direction. But you will be, the situation is horrible. He's not horrible. Right. So that clears that one up. I wasn't sure whether it was a situation or a person. But it's certainly a horrible situation, like the devil card upside down, and it would cause a lot of harm mentally, physically. But yeah, the situation is going to get cleared up. They wouldn't give me any other information apart from the fact that you are going to succeed. Well, they believe you will succeed, and at the end of the day, it's going to be a case of megaphone. When you succeed, get on your high horse and absolutely shout about it. Hey, I told you I was fucking right. But yeah, you get up there and shout about it. Anna, spatula. So yeah, very yeah, you definitely need to be shouting about it. So running off. Should we have run off, or did we run off? Don't need to know, because I'll be cold reading, right? So don't answer. You know what the answer is. Keep it to yourself. I think you should have run off, and you didn't. You should have cleared off. You didn't. We should have been transforming. This is the flames. This is the transformation. We should have transformed and changed or somebody should have transformed. This is all about somebody's transformation. Or did somebody transform into somebody? Did the situation transform? Something transformed, changed. I don't know why. But it's just not good. We need to come back into our coven, our soul family. This situation could be really, it's so bad. We need to retreat, and we need to retreat to our coven, our soul family. We need to pull on our energies. It's and pull back from the bad situation and start to soak up the good and the welcoming side of our of our friends and our relatives and the people who are really, really strongly with us, because that coven is going to get you through this. That's what's going to get you through it, and you're going to do it in about 4 weeks. I said that this card could go either way, because it's that way up. It's been a battle, but we've won. This way up is a little bit more precarious. And although the thing is precarious, the spirits have been very nice to tell me which way it lands, because we've got the yes card straight after, which means, Bet, you will kill this one. You will win it, and you will get over it. You'll get over it in the next 4 weeks. In the next 4 weeks, we want you to make sure this transformation, I don't know, whether this transformation has happened and that caused it, or whether it didn't happen and you need to transform and change things. So whichever way it is, you take it. I don't need to know. I'm just going to tell you what the spirits are. And then we need to come back and fall back on our family, our soul family, the ones that we really respect, the people and spirits. Remember, your soul family is on the other side as well as here, right? Everybody together, call your best supporters from the other side. Get round, talk to them at night, embody their energy, and then speak to your soul family on this side who are alive. And it will be the combination of the two that get you through this next 4 weeks. But it's been an absolute pain in the arse, hasn't it? It really has, unfortunately. Right. We do need to get this one off the ground. Queen of Moons, and then so we've got our two, we're going to our members now. Queen of Moons and Leanne, and Leanne, the other Leanne. Crikey, that's really powerful energy. Can I have health? So we're talking health for Queen of Moons. That's an odd one. Okay, I'll say it to her. Queen of Moons. The truth? You can't handle the truth. Don't get me for that one. Can we? Blame Albert. Blame Albert. Beck's got this. Yes, she has. Well, we got the yes card, so I'm not worried. Really not. She will. Like insanely strong. Look for the spirits on the other side and this side. Yeah, so we're with Queen of Moons. So if you want to answer Queen of Moons about the health issues at the minute. Oh, come on, Spirit World. We've only got 2 more. You can help me out, can't you, Spirit World? Queen of Moons would love to know a little bit of good news. What is it about the truth? Are you worried about something? That would suggest to me, as a person, the truth. You can't handle the truth. Are you thinking that something's really bad, but you don't want to know because you can't handle it? The Spirit World have got this one. Some information's been held back. You want to know everything. Yeah, a little bit I'm feeling all over the place. I don't know, what is it that you're not? It's either something that you don't want to, you don't want to believe, or you can't handle the truth. You can't believe it, or something that they're not telling you because you can't handle it. So, or they don't think you can handle it, so you're not going to tell you. But I'm not getting anything back. I'm not getting negative, which is really weird. Usually I'd be in tears if it was really bad, and I'd be like, I'm not carrying on with the reading. I clearly am not. So what is it that I'm waiting for a test? So what is it? Oh, do it again now. Works, which is a good thing. Ace of Wands, the start of something new. And it seems good news. It's just what the hell. If it's good news, I mean, what do you think, guys? If it's good news, why would it be you can't handle the truth? I'm not going to tell you what the answer is. Or is it you're worried that the answer is the other way around? I can't work out which one it is. Are you worried that the answer is the other way, or are they worried that they're going to say something wrong? It's one of the ways round. I can't work out which one it is. So we have the fortune card, so that the result is good, right? You're not helping Queen very much, are you? So what we've got is either you're not what, or you're expecting this news to be bad, or they're not wanting. You can't handle the truth. Song was about film, was about them scared. Yeah, as if she's scared of the answer, or they're scared, or they're thinking, I don't really want to be telling her this, I'm not quite sure she wants to know. But overall, it's a fortune card. It's a good piece of news. It is a good piece of news. We got Satiety, 10 of Cups, but it's upside down. This causes a bit of friction. This does, look, your happiness causes a bit of friction. So whatever this is, it's a good result because you got the fortune card. It causes a lot of friction between you and close people. It really does. I've got a feeling that they're not wanting to say anything because they took that. There's a sort of sense of I hope to God this is right. You might not be able to handle the truth if it wasn't a good result. If it wasn't a good result, they're afraid that you wouldn't handle the truth. But it is going to be a good result. The fortune card. Prince of Wands is an interesting one. Prince of Wands, because the Prince of Wands is upside down. It's other people around you that are going to be annoying. Like it's certainly, this is like people around you, rubbing people up the wrong way around you. And this is about people, again, this is again about other people. The Prince of Wands upside down, it's, things go really fast, but they go too fast for other people. Other people really don't like the result. You really do screw people up. Like this really does screw other people, doesn't it? It really does make other people think, shit, that's not what we really wanted. Yeah, some people will not like it. They're not angry about it. They're just disappointed and can't see why this result being this way means so much. So we've got Leanne, finally got to the last one, which is Leanne. Hopefully Leanne's in. Upgrading and leaving someone behind. She would be upgrading. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, is somebody trying to make sure you don't get the result? It's almost, we've got this deception card with the fortune. It's almost like the news is good. I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to tell. You tell her. I'm not telling her, because there's a bit of deception here. It's like, no, don't, like the health. Ooh, be very careful. Yeah, we have got a danger card, right? We have got the danger card, right? The witch hunter. There's somebody in particular this is really going to piss off. Really going to piss this person off. It will appear like you don't worry when you see the danger card. It's almost like Queen of Moons originally. You're going to think this person could be quite dangerous. They don't like the result. They could be quite dangerous. I never give bad news out, do I? So there we are. Self-acceptance and love. So all this friction that goes throughout the whole of the people. Right, this witch hunter, which somebody else got here, didn't it? We do seem to relax a little bit and become self-love and acceptance. Now, people do accept this result eventually, but in the meantime, just make sure this person who's not liking this, it can be a bit dangerous. Right? It can be a bit of a danger, to the situation rather than people. I don't think it's a personal danger. I think it's a situational danger. It's like it will cause so much friction. This could be quite dangerous between you two. Just make sure that final card that went with that one, acceptance. Look, there will be acceptance eventually. Just don't rely on it being straight away. So last one, please. Ding ding. Last one on the bell. We're going on the trolley bus. Ding ding. Last one, please. Last orders. So we're going with Leanne. And Leanne is health. Health for Leanne. Health for Leanne. Pop goes a weasel. Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle, half a pound of da-da-da-da. Pop goes a weasel. Albert, I'm going to bring you back to life and kill you. Nicola, a member as well. Is Nicola in? Nicola? I didn't see Nicola. Did Nicola come in without me seeing her? Pop goes a weasel, because the weasel goes pop. Oh, she's in. Yes, yeah. Nicola is a member. I wanted to go home. Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. Oh, please. Oh, for the love of Lord God. Pop goes. Four of Swords. This hasn't been good. This really hasn't been good. We've had to this has caused a lot of it's like this is actually called, this is mysticism, religion, voluntary seclusion. Look, we've given up the fight, right? We've given up fighting, right? And we've put ourselves on the side to say we just need to pull ourselves away from everybody, relax, and keep away from everybody, almost like we've got COVID. Who's been lying? Who's been telling porcupines? Somebody's been telling porcupines, haven't they? Yeah. Leanne, who's been telling porcupines? Somebody's been telling porcupines. Somebody's been. Is this all this fighting? Is all this health situation? It's either a mental health situation where somebody's been lying and it's really took a hell of a toll. Porcupines. Or this health situation isn't all that it seems. Misdiagnosis? Not right? Knight of Wands. This was really careless. This was really quite careless. This wasn't well thought out. See, this horse comes in and it needs to keep going. Otherwise, the trees are well thought out. Yeah, well thought out battle. He's come home. Is keeping moving because the leaves underneath the horse's feet will stop the horse dead, and it would be badly thought out. This is badly thought out, right? We've stopped. We've considered somebody else. I don't think hasty. Yeah, too hasty. Yeah, good point, Sarah. There's something about the health around you that is misconstrued. How about that for a word from Albert? I don't see. Was it hasty decision? Yeah. This wasn't well thought out. This was just, I think it's this. Boom. Perhaps it isn't. Perhaps it really isn't. Perhaps it's got nothing to do with what Leanne actually thinks it is. So whatever this situation is, I'm going to check with Spirit World with these other cards. I would be very surprised if what Leanne thinks. Leanne, I told the doctor I have no reply. It's almost like this wasn't thought out. Let's just say that it's this, or well, all the signs are there. It isn't. We're going to find out in a minute. May say it's worse. May say it's better. I don't know. This is total rubbish. It's total rubbish. It's like, no, just no. I don't know why Barrett Albert's laughing. It's like, no, just no. I just isn't. I mean, so you're sort of laying down and could be. I can't. No. This is my health. Could be family's health. It's something that's already been. It is already in, right? Somebody, if it's not you, it's somebody close to you, right? But somebody's been given a decision, and it's like, oh, I've got to rest. Oh, this ain't good news. What a bollocks. We need to look at alternative solutions, right? We need to look at alternative things because it isn't what it seems, right? We need somebody else to take a different look at this. Yes, we do need to retreat. Yes, we do need to take a time out in the woods and forget about what's being said because some of it is absolute rubbish, right? Get an alternative, either an alternative solution or somebody else to make another decision because it isn't right. And then when you get the right decision, you'll realize that it's all about manifestation. It's all about sitting down, that whoever it is, whether it's you or someone else, and manifesting the best solution out of this. Because somebody's been given some wrong information, and it isn't what they've been told. They need to either seek another solution because the solution to this is not right, or they need to seek another opinion because the opinion in the first place was not right. So that's a Albert's just said hard done by. They're going to feel really hard done by. I don't think it is. I mean, it could be Leanne, but I don't think it is. But that's the main thing health wise around Leanne at the minute. It's whoever's had this second opinion definitely need a second opinion. This is not. Albert's just said it's not going to go away. We need to have a second opinion. Because it won't go, it's just not going to go away the way that it's been planned. Because it's not that. It's not that. It really isn't. So yeah, that's a strange one. I've not had one like that. I've never had one like that. I keep getting new ones, but nothing for. I mean, if that's not you, then I don't know. About that. So let me just put that one back on and we'll finish with that. So if anybody wants to speak to Leanne while we go on to, I like the tarot card sessions here because they're not messy like some. Yeah, some are a bit and some are a bit too rushed. I've only just started doing it with the 2 packs. That's totally because of Kaloa. So we've got Nicola next, and Nicola is last. I mean, if anybody else is a member and wants a reading, then and I haven't given you one. If you want to say put me in capitals, we'll stay with. What does Leanne have to stay with? Now that's football. What does Leanne have to stay with? Leanne's just asking if anybody wants to talk to her from the spirit world. While we get Nicola on. Work question. Good. Right. There's a lot of strong energy in this chat. This is good at organising it live on the spot. It gets a bit messy, doesn't it, when you get so many people? And I'm not saying any more than that. So we're going to go with Nicola in a second. Now, thank you, Spirit World. You want to say goodbye to Leanne Fisher? Go on, say goodbye to her. You've been boring today, aren't you? No? That's boring, isn't it? So we're going to swap now to the last one. It's Nicola. We're going Nicola. Work. We're going work for Nicola. Barry says, Albert says, how about a rum and coke? Or just a chat? Just a chat? What's Nicola got to do with just a chat? Join this chat. Rum and coke. Yeah, rum and coke. Definitely rum and coke is what Albert was giving me. emperor, right? You need to be a little bit more masculine, a bit more forceful. Nicola needs to be more. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, he needs to be more forceful, I'm afraid, Nicola, because we see a truce, right? And we're going to have to make a decision one way or the other. I've got a feeling things aren't going right at the minute, but you know, in order for them to go right, you got to be a bit more forceful. There will be a definite choice coming up, one way or the other. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. One way or another. Where does work go for Nicola? Got a choice, but what's the other choice? Stay where she is or go where? Could be helpful with the last one, Albert. No, no one help me. No, that's the energy's run out on them. Those. You tell you get the same cards out again, you think, no, the energy's run out on them. Work. What's to do with work? Why is there a truce? They're about the same. They're about the same. Yeah, they're about the same. I'd say the. Ooh, which one's more? I'd say the Empress. That's more general, whereas the Two of Pentacles is very specific. It's about financial choices and financial developments. The love card turned upside down then, so it's something that Nicola wants. Manifesting it would be a good idea. Making sure that you're covered and that everybody at the spirit world are helping you to get what you want or clear out what you don't want. Let's see now. Oh, yeah, battle. We've still got the battles. Both cards have got the battles in, right? So we're still. You're not going to answer me at all, are you, Spirit World? Any? Yeah, Major Arcana is it's more of a general card. The Empress. It's everything going right. Everything. Domestic happiness. It's the feminine happiness. It's a happiness card. Good card. Look, everything. Look, I don't know about whether you've got work, but it's been very precarious. We've got a couple of rats in the kitchen. There's a couple of people to watch at work. I don't know. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of infighting. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords upside down. The ones to watch, right? And this is strange. Nicola needs to watch the ones she needs to watch aren't the ones who she thinks are the enemies. It's actually her friends and people close to her. It's the people who are really close to you at work that are the ones that are going to knock you off your pedestal. You're watching the wrong people, right? You're watching the wrong people. As far as work's concerned, keep your eyes on the people who are close to you. Keep your eyes on the people who you get on with, because I didn't get a peacock, but yeah, I certainly get a feeling that I get a feeling there's at least two of them that are a bit, Albert, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. Right. And that's not me, that's Albert. Queen of Wands, right? Queen of Wands. There's a dark-haired female. She might have kids, actually, but she's very upright. She thinks things through. Do be careful of this person. Do be careful of this person. Do we have anything extra? I feel like there's got to be something else in that. Right, so we will be starting something brand new. We will be starting. I see a new start, right? We're going to decide on a new start. Now, where is this new start for you? Well, this new start, we've got to look back into it's something that we were good at when we were kids. It was something we were good at in the past, because this is looking back in our history, looking back at our memories. Our memories are really good because we can remember being good at this or enjoying something else. It may be something completely different, but you will be actually enjoy it. It's something that you can enjoy. Look, 8 of Wands, but you know what happens with the 8 of Wands. This person here that's trying to scupper everything. Ignore them. Yeah, we want those wands to go straight through the air and land at the other side. And the only way that you can do that is by setting them going, ignoring what other people say, and just leave them and let them land on their own. That's interesting, because I had to do another 3 cards. Hello there, Fredo Frog. Ribbit. I mean, we've stopped making Fredos, haven't we? They've stopped making Fredos. I can't believe they stopped making Fredos. The end of Fredo. I mean, how horrible is that? The Fredo's been around as a sweet for ages. Shuffling. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potatoes, 4, mind the front door. Banana split. There we are. So, yeah, sacred test. Let's start with, look, this is going to be the start of something, right? Don't think of what's going on, because there is some friction at the minute. Don't think of it as the end of something. Think of it as the start of something. The start of something. Think of it as the beginning. Yeah, the answer is yes. Whatever it is you're thinking, the answer is yes. You're thinking about, is it somebody? You know damn well who this person is, because that's where the yes card is. So this person who's close to you, a work question, yeah. This person who's close to you at work, right? They seem to be transformed. It's a female. She seems to be transforming, changing. She wasn't like this. She wasn't ever like this, but she is at the minute, right? The Ace of Wands is actually with the no card, right? With the no card. So we do need to end what we're doing job-wise, and we need to start something new, right? So where is this? Well, seasoned witch. Now, isn't it amazing that this is looking back in your history? And this is basically seasoned witch. Things go around that come around. This is the circle of life coming around, which is exactly the same as the Six of Cups. You know, we will be starting working something that is something that we've done before, something that we remember, something that we're pretty good at. So the when we start this off, what do the spirit world want us to know? That this person who's trying to screw it for you, right, is always there looking at you from behind the tree, right, prying eyes. Make sure you keep everything to yourself and keep your ideas to yourself. Certainly, whoever this person is close to you, I wouldn't be telling her what your work decisions were. She doesn't need to know. Moreover, spirits don't want you to tell her, so don't. So yeah, you're going to start something new. I see Nicola doing something brand new. So well, it's a new job, but it's in a way, it's in a place where she's done this before, been there, seen it, and yeah, I can enjoy that, and I can enjoy what I'm doing. That is it from me. Hopefully, you all enjoyed it. 2 hours. I can't believe we did 2 hours. Thank you for all joining. I'm going to put this the air conditioning back on because it's quickly going up to 28 inside now. So we're getting baked. So it's goodbye from Albert. It's goodbye from me. And remember, ghosts don't bite. See you next time.